Why would somebody in their right mind sell a house at a massive discount? Let's talk a little bit about this. There's three things that you can get as a seller. You can get a good price, you can get speed, or you can make it convenient. So price, speed, and convenience, okay? Here's the thing. As a seller, you can only pick two of those. You can't have all three. You're gonna have to sacrifice something. So if speed and convenience is most important, you're gonna sacrifice price. If price is most important, you're gonna sacrifice speed, or you're gonna sacrifice convenience. So the thing is there's a relationship, price versus speed and convenience. There's a relationship between those, and that's what you have to understand as you're dealing with sellers. Now, the other thing you've got to keep in mind is we're only going after a very, very small percentage of the population. We're not going after your typical home seller that's moving to another state to find a new job or has a job transfer, those types of things. What we're dealing with is somebody that is in a interesting situation that it's going to be hard to get out of. What are those? People that are in foreclosure, people that are going through bankruptcy, somebody that's going through a divorce, somebody that is lives out of state or out of the country. It could be an inherited property. It could be somebody that has tax liens on the property. It could be involuntary liens, like they have a lien for something else. It could be zoning problems with a property, or it could even be violations, property violations, or the weeds are too tall, those types of things. There are several more, but what we're basically saying is this individual is going through a problem that they are not going to be able to fix on their own. So, for example, let's say that you had some violation on the property, it turns into a lien, and you need to spend $20,000 to fix up the property, or else the city is saying, we're gonna have to make this property uninhabitable. You won't be able to live there, those types of things. Well, if you didn't have $20,000 to fix the roof before, why would you have $20,000 to fix the property now? Well, the answer is you're probably not going to. So what we're doing is we're looking at these people and saying, hey, is there enough equity in this property that we could come in, we'll buy the property, we'll take care of getting the roof fixed, we'll get you a little bit of money and get you out so you don't get foreclosed on, or the bankruptcy doesn't take it, those types of things, and then we'll take on the risk to fix that property up and resell the property. You see, if somebody has to have a sell happen really quickly, they're gonna have to give up on price. If somebody wants a sell where they don't have to have agents coming in and people coming in and people looking at it, if they want the confidence they're dealing with an investor that has the money and the financial backing to make it happen rather than a homeowner that may or may not end up closing on the transaction. Like if you're in those situations, you simply don't have the time to wait to hope that the buyer has the financing and ends up closing, because you know that a buyer is gonna be able to pull out of that contract if there's anything they don't like, and then that seller would be stuck. Okay, so you're not talking about every single property. We're talking about a very small percentage of the properties that are going to meet in that criteria. It's not just off-market properties, but it's properties that meet a certain demographic that's happening in their life that could cause them to have to sell their property quickly and conveniently, but they're willing to give up on price. Now, the other thing that we're doing here is we're making sure these properties that we're actually going after have margin in them. If they owe $500,000 and the house is worth $400,000, that's not really a situation I can help them out of. But if they owe $100,000 and the property's worth $400,000, more than likely I'm going to be able to help them out in that situation, get them some money, make sure we get it taken care of, take care of the situation. I can help with those things because I have relationships and I deal with that stuff quite frequently, where most people don't deal with it much at all, okay? So that's what we're looking at. So the reason why somebody is going to sell at a discount is because they're getting something out of it. It's solving a need that they have. It's solving a problem that they have. Every seller does not go through this situation, but there are sellers that do, and it's an absolute pleasure to be able to help them out of one of these situations by doing real estate problem solving. And that's one of the things I talk about quite frequently is the very best real estate investors are the very best real estate problem solvers. Tell me the problem, what do you have going on, and how can I help you? Now, before somebody's gonna tell you their problem, you're gonna have to build some trust with them and build a relationship where they feel comfortable telling you. And once you can get down and understand what's really going on there, then you can offer solutions that could be helpful for them, that could be helpful for you, and then everybody is going to win in the situation. This is not about trickery. This is not about trying to get somebody to take less on what something's really worth. The value to them of speed and convenience is greater than the value of getting a higher price. That's really what it comes down to. Now, I've put together a video you're gonna wanna check out, how I repeatedly find motivated sellers for fix and flips, and I will show you how to target the right properties with the right owners over and over again. Check out this video, you're gonna love it, and make it a profitable day.